Hi, my name's Rich Good. I play guitar for the Psychedelic Furs, and we are at the Agora Theater in Cleveland, Ohio. This, I only recently took delivery of this guitar, and contrary to its appearance, it's actually I believe it's 2018/19 custom shop Jazzmaster to my own spec. I've had a lot of Jazzmasters and I love them, and I really wanted to just get one that did exactly what I needed and looked exactly how I wanted it, which was reverse headstock, bound blocked neck. I really wanted the shell pink over the sunburst because I think it just looks really pretty. It has this incredible bridge, which the custom shop do. And I've always had mastery bridges on my Jazzmasters, but I'm really enjoying this. And then right now I have two Curtis Novak pickups in here, a JMV in the bridge, the vintage Jazzmaster, and then I actually have a JM90 in here, so it's like a P90. I'm running two amplifiers, so I'm going direct into the Swiss Things. This little AMT expression pedal for volume there, the old Crybaby. And then we go out into JHS Iced Tea, this clone, the Archer, for a little sort of transparent overdrive. And then this, what is that? DOD Carcosa, which I believe they discontinued, or DOD discontinued, which is very sad. And that's my entire gain setup. And then out of the second loop of the Swiss Things, we're going into a Grand Orbiter phaser, and then into a tonal recall by Chase Bliss, crazy delay that I use only for crazy sounds. The Dispatch Master, which is almost an always-on kind of pedal. I love that thing so much. I don't think it's left this board for, as long as since when it came out, 6-7 years. So in terms of modulation, longest running pedal I've ever had is the Carbon Copy for 10 years. Into Chase Bliss Gravitas, which is incredible, and H9, which is now sort of doing quite a lot of the modulation. The main things to note here, just now I was playing the Grand Orbiter, which you pointed out is like quite a vintage Orbiter. And I love that because it doesn't disappear like some phasers can do. The Swiss Things just came in my inbox and I was like, what the hell is this thing? And I'd been looking to potentially sort of upgrade my setup from standard pedal board to something with a switcher. And it just piqued my interest, mainly because of when I read Jamie's whole spiel about it. It was talking about basically the task of sort of cleaning up your tone, which I've had a lot of issues with over the years, as anyone running pedals knows. There's a lot of noise that can happen, and playing big old theaters the way we do, dodgy wiring, dodgy guitars, single coil pickups, all of that stuff. So it really became interesting to me that there could be something that will help clarify the tone you're trying to do, because if we're using pedals, we want them to be heard, right? Like not just swamped in noise and hum and everything. So I liked the idea of the buffered and non-buffered loops. Oh, and the phase thing as well, because I'm running 2 amps. Having that phase switch is an absolute dream. And for the most part, it's consistent, but what I like about that is that some days, for whatever reason to do with setup, that phase switch does actually need to be changed. The minute I got this thing, at the time I was on tour, and our front of house guy, Roby, I said, I'm going to put this thing in the board and we'll just see if this is going to help. And like his first reaction was like, what did you do? Because everything just clarified, and the gain was just more present and more full. And all of the modulation crap that I'm doing was fully there. So anyway, so I love that thing. On an experimental level, I love that. I feel like certain pedals can actually inspire particular progressions or note choices based on how they're reacting with what you're playing, and that can inspire whole songs. It's like almost when you get a new guitar or something, sometimes it can bring something new out of you. That, and I just like the madness of them. I like that you can just unleash something that's completely beyond normal musical limits, and then you can just rein it back in.